What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode, Three Reasons Why. We out here coming to you straight live raw on this Wednesday. And you know me, it's the 209 Tiger, and I'm here sharing the screen with.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Common Sense Marcus in the building. Hot Wednesday. Fresh hot Wednesday coming to you, man. But I can't do this by myself. We always raw. You know I'm rolling with.
CDP 209, Stockton, California. Stand up 209. And born and raised in Stockton, California. Now I'm living in Las Vegas, Nevada. Weather kind of crazy right now. But we're here for another show. I'm about to talk about this COVID-19 deal.
What's the weather like right now out there?
Windy and rainy right now.
Because we had hail earlier out here in Stockton.
Yeah, we had a little bit of hell out here too.
Like, yeah, it just kind of came and went, but I was like, damn.
That heart machine, they trying to make it snow in places that don't snow. Get ready.
They say it's supposed to snow all the way up from the northwest all the way down to San Diego in the mountain ranges area. So crazy shit.
I'd have to check the weather facts to be like, has that ever happened before?
Shit. Not around this time, I don't think.
That's why you know they fucking with shit.
Be in the 70s right now.
That's wild
we
weather.
out here in California. I'm used to rain out here in Sacramento. You drop some snow down, I know people ain't gonna know how to act. We're gonna be the next Texas, like, oh, they cut the power off. Oh shit.
Icicles in the house and shit. Like, oh.
Yeah.
But yes, sir. No, yes, sir. I mean, we here. We about to talk about this. What you said, COVID relief bill. When y'all hear the word COVID relief bill, what's the first thing that come to your mind?
The more bullshit they're gonna throw at us. People are happy about the money, but I don't know. It feels attached to me. This money, it feels attached to something that don't feel right. I feel like we take the money and as soon as we leave the office, like the guy, like,
I feel mixed because it's like it's cool because it's like, all right, they're gonna send out some cash, they're gonna put some money to some programs that really need it, but it's also like everybody else, like you guys, I'm sure we feel like, but what's the catch? Like, you always got to watch your back with the government. Like, how are they going to try to get over on me? Like, I know everybody's fear is like, man, when we do taxes, we're going to have to pay everything back. So it's like, you got to keep like, what's the big, what's their big play? How they going to get their money they're giving us back?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For me, it's right there in the word. The House, or they passed a $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. Now, all my life, when you get a bill, that means you gotta pay. You gotta pay something. How the fuck is this relief? How you gonna put relief and then bill together? You ain't fooling me. I know you gotta pay something. Somebody gotta pay something. So that's what this episode is about. We're gonna break down where this money going to, how we feel, if it's worth it. Know that my kids and your kids' kids, somebody gotta pay this bill back.
What did you think of it? What did you like and not like about it, Marcus?
Like I said, I keep it raw. I keep it uncut always. I go with what I like. I like that 1,400. Who doesn't like that 1,400? Give me that money. I paid you that money already. You just paid it back to me. Give it to me. 1,400 per child, or they said 1,400. Shout out to CRFB.org. They're the website, CFRB.org. They're the website I'm getting this information off of. But 400 out of 1.9 trillion fucking dollars, $422 billion goes to every individual person, 1,400 a pop. I like that. And I got kids. So I also like the 143 billion they spent to expand the earned income credit for kids. You get more money and you're dependent. So I'll take that. But going through it, I just do maybe one more what I liked about it, and I'll let you see what you liked about it. I like the fact that they're helping out small businesses, like 25 billion for small businesses. Then, but then there's some shady shit though, like $7 billion for PPP loans. Like, man, you loaning the money? Just give the people the money. They lost their jobs.
Yeah.
And I like the VA affairs. They're 16 million to help out the veterans. Then another billion to help veterans get jobs. I like that. So, but I don't like that VA administrative cost. Like, what kind of cost you need? What kind of cost you doing to push papers, nigga? But those are some things I like. What did y'all like?
Well, what I liked, I'm with you. I like the 14, you know what I'm saying? Like off top, that was good. You know, that's great. I like them sending money, you know, for everybody that's, you know, the airlines, the Amtraks, and all the businesses that was really, really hurt hard, you know, because I was an essential worker, so it's not like I was just hit like crazy hard, you know what I mean? I still went to work when I was able to. But I don't like the one I didn't like. Let me get to that real quick. Where is it at? The increased funding for testing and contract and contact tracing, 50 billion. Like 50 billion just to find out everybody you've been in contact with. Like, man, that's a lot of money. That's just word of mouth. Like, they tell you that, like, if you test positive, they ask you, okay, where have you been and who was around? It's like, that's free. You know what I mean? Like if you test positive, you're gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna, you know, you're gonna be talking to me, and I'm gonna be like, all right, well, where you been? Okay, I've been at my job. Okay, your job is here. Who was around? Okay, and your job, where'd you go? Okay, anybody else? You know, whatever. It's like that's just vocal to vocal free talk. It's like 50 billion in increased testing. I just don't see like with COVID going down, why do we need to increase anything? It seems like however level they have it at now is working. If it's decreasing with their vaccines and everything, it seems like it's a winner. I don't know, like 50 billion is like, man, that's one of the, you know what I mean? That's a lot just to find out, just to sit on the phone and talk to somebody about where you've been hanging out at and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Who you've been touching on. Like, that's a little too much.
And like you said, they got shots. So what they worried about it? Like, oh, like you said, it's free information. I've been around this person, this person. All right, well, those people got the shot, or they'll get the shot. We good. You just gonna throw 50 billion at it?
I also have a big issue with the increase the funding for the disaster relief fund because that's hella shady. It don't really say what it's doing. You know, it's just the disaster relief fund, and it's like it's hella vague. But cover funeral expenses related to COVID. That one's hella shiesty to me because they're gonna come up to people who don't got the money like that and say, okay, well, we'll pay for your funeral as long as you say it's COVID related. So they could use that to, you know, show like make them a statistic for the numbers.
How much they giving for that again?
Uh, what? For that?
For the funeral, yeah.
I think timed out. $47 billion.
See what I'm saying? That's almost $100 billion to shit that don't make sense. That means your $1,400 check could have been $1,600 if they stop fucking around with the money. Like, that's $100 billion, man. That's just crazy.
I mean, yeah, because it's like, well, if you're gonna do that, why you just don't pay everybody's? You know what I'm saying? Because either it's twofold. Either it's gonna be a loophole everybody's gonna use to get a free funeral, or it's them they're gonna be pressuring people who don't have it like that to bury their significant other to sign a paper that they don't believe in, saying like, oh, this person died of COVID when they know in their heart and they know in their mind that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I looked at it differently. You look at it going ahead. I looked at it going backwards, like all the quote unquote people that died last year for COVID. I'm sorry if you lost somebody last year for whatever reason. I'm sorry. But all those funerals got labeled COVID. They gotta, like, if I'm working at a funeral hall, I'm gonna tax you. I'm gonna be like, yo, I need 10 times more money than this because I gotta suit up, I gotta do whatever, to bury the body. I'm thinking they're paying those people back. Like, yeah, we need money because we were paying them out. And they say that all these people died of COVID, but if you check the facts, less people died in America in 2020 than in 2019. but we had COVID in 2020. So I don't know. It's just funny when you follow the money. But what was your thoughts? What's your thoughts on some of the money, CDP?
Like I said, it feels kind of shady to me. Like it's gonna be some type of kickback around on their end. But one that stood out is with the agriculture is purchase and distribute food to the needy individuals, 4 billion. Like I think that should be like way higher.
Yeah.
Another one that sticks out under small businesses. They say, PPP loans, provide this, provide that. Then the last one, it says other policies, 3 billion.
Yeah. With an asterisk. It had an asterisk next to it.
Like my pocket is other policies.
I was looking to see what the asterisk said, like not really 31 billion, like it's more like 131
billion, 3 billion to just other stuff. That's crazy. But yeah, it's so many things. I think they did this on purpose because it's like so many things. It's hard to critique and it's hard to say this is some bullshit and it's hard to say this. I don't know. They make you like go through so much stuff. So after a while, you just be like, man, you know what? Fuck it, just give me the 1,400 and don't read the small print. You know?
Yeah. Like you know what? Fuck it, dude. I just take this money and go on my way. Like fuck it. You know, like the one that you brought up led me to a good point. I didn't see nothing about like street vendors or you know what I'm saying? I seen restaurants, but what about the cats that don't got money for restaurants? What about the East Main Drive-In cats? You know what I'm saying? Like Cosmos Burgers and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The cats out there in the trucks.
I guess they gotta apply for that 9 billion credit incentive. So eventually when they get back on their feet, they get that money. But was there anything good that you seen in the bill, Chris?
Well, Carl was saying, I've seen one of small businesses that said provide grants to restaurants and bars that lost revenue due to the pandemic. 25 billion. So I guess that falls under for small businesses, like you said, like the little restaurants and stuff, the mom and pop stuff.
Look, one thing that like this how they get you. This how they got me. Because look, if you go to education and labor, it's 290 billion. In education, I'm like, all right, I guess we need smarter people. I don't know. I know they don't want smarter people. We need smarter people. But it's education and labor. I'm like, all right, let's break that down. 129 billion for K through 12. Okay, well, those are the kids in America. We need that help. Then 40 billion for universities and colleges. Wait a minute. Last time I checked, universities and colleges get paid already from people wanting to apply to get there, or sports contracts, or state subsidies, or what are those boosters? They already get hella money, but if you want to get them 40 million, that don't make sense. Then increase the federal wage by $15 an hour by 2025. How the fuck is that in education and labor? The fuck? So you educating kids to be laborers and you need $54 million for that? Then you need 40 billion to help people put their kids in Head Start so they can start to be obedient kids early and listen to the system or the education earlier. You need 40 billion. Then you need 10 billion to cover the educational workers that are already getting paid their Medicare or their excuse me, their medical insurance covered off. And then I'm okay with the 7 billion to make healthier lunches, for kids. But haven't we been doing that for the last 15 years?
Hey, but you know what? You guys know what's up. Like, I don't know if they were, during the pandemic, they were giving them out. Man, you get them and be like, like, what is this? Like, my kids don't even want what's in here. You know what I'm saying? It's like hella processed stuff. So I'm like, where's all that nutrient lunch when you getting like, you might get a banana, You might get like an orange. Other than that, it's like chips, a drink, some like like low brand that you never find in a store, like microwave stuff.
Yeah.
Like they got brands I never even heard of. Like, damn, I thought I was poor at once. I never even seen this brand right here. Like the brand is so low class, I can't even eat it. That's like, I'm good. I don't even want to take a chance. Fuck around and get sick.
Look, here go one. We ain't touched on that. I want to get y'all honest opinion. Emergency and Commerce. They gave 122 billion, but breaking that down, they give $9 billion to allow states to expand their medical coverage. Okay, Medicare, whatever, but for prisoners close to release and for pregnant women, postpartum women, for 5 years. So postpartum, I'm guessing, like I said, the baby died or what happened. I don't know. Postpartum means past tense, death. But you're talking about prisoners about to get out, get Medicare now? Can't you wait till they fucking get out before you put them on a system to start paying them niggas? That's what happened in California. Niggas was getting that EDD locked up for life. Like, yeah, let me get that EDD out here. Dude, every dollar that somebody else gets that's supposed to go to somebody that needs it, we got to pay that shit back even twice as much. So like I'm saying, that shit was like, what the fuck? And the other thing that was what the fuck is oversight and reform. $0.4 billion create paid COVID leave for federal workers and other policies. What the fuck? You're a federal employee, nigga. You getting paid regardless. But now you need $0.4 billion to go on leave because of COVID. What about the fucking mailman or the garbage truck man? Don't they get leave? Man, I don't see no police officer relief fund or no firefighter relief fund. Federal agents, get the fuck out of here. And my last point is at the top of this thing. It says this will impact our budget from 2021 to 2031. So we're gonna be paying this back for the next 10 years. Like, man, people were just like, give me that 1,400. Oh yeah, that 1,400. Keep the 1,400 if I don't gotta pay back 1.9 trillion. Fuck that.
Yeah, like man, like it's something as simple as like just put cash in people's hands and give money, to the businesses that lost. You know what I'm saying? But there was one in there. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I know it was like buying Medicare products and distributing them, and it's like we know what the fuck that is. That's masks. They're just gonna get a bunch of masks. We got a guy at my job that does that. He sits there with a thing of masks, and he sits there with a temperature gun. And he goes, boop, and take a mask. You know what I mean? That's all they're going to do is just pay a bunch of people like that just get you with a mask when you come into work. Here you go. There you go. Take your mask. Have a nice day. There you go. Have a nice day. I mean, that's all it is. They're going to be passing out like PPE and shit, like gloves and shit like that. But they got it under like a $3-5 billion cap or something.
That's what I'm saying, but they already got somebody doing that, so why do they need more money to do what the fuck they already doing? That's my point with the school. We already paying for schools out of our taxes. So why does the school need a relief COVID fund? Like, what the fuck, dude? Especially when was it in 19 states already opened up fully? They were opened up before this bill got released. So is it going to the non-release states? Like, come on, man. This shit ain't adding up. This is some Common Core math shit. And common sense markets don't do Common Core math. It's some bullshit right here.
I don't know years or days, but when they switched over from a republic to a corporation, how the shit took effect is just basically the majority of the people just stopped following the rules of the laws of the republic and started following the laws that we've been following our whole life since we've been born. You know that? Like that's how they're enforced. Because follow them, just like when we get arrested, they read us our rights and they say, do you understand? And then like if we say no, they legally don't have the right to arrest you. Like, that? But my point is being like the reason that we follow these laws and all that is because we, the people, follow it, like basically, like, by us following it, we give it power, and what's going on is if we were to say, fuck all this bullshit y'all talking about and go back to following the rules or the laws of when we were a republic, all this shit would just be null and void, which it is. To me, I'm not like excited or anything because we're not a corporation anymore. They have no money. So to me, this is like false money or something. I want to see the money planted in somebody's hand. You know what I mean? I want to see it. But I think something's going to happen, some type of snag where it's going to stop at the last second or something. I don't know. We might get it. I don't know. But the reason I bring that up is when's Trump going to come back? When is this going to happen? When's that going to happen? I don't think nothing's going to happen until us as a majority just stop wearing our masks, just say fuck it, and go back to living as the people of the republic. I don't think it's gonna be like we're waiting on Trump to come back so it can happen. I think us as the people got to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's just waiting and dates and dates. I think it's about us doing it first in order for this shit to happen. Because I was watching the video and they show like it's this new guy. I sent y'all a video of him. I forgot it. Rob something gold or something. But he got like power of the flag or some shit like that. But the only reason his laws are not being enforced is because people are still obeying these laws. Like they said, the Bush family, all the way back starting with the Bush family in 1999, basically that's when every president since 1999, the 2000 year president, has been illegal. They've been illegal. Like there shouldn't have been president. Like the Bushes, the Clintons, Bill Clinton, all them cats. Like it shouldn't have been no president. They were in office illegally. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that gave them power is because we, as the people, followed their rules, followed their laws. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's that hurt.
It's like these states that are opening up. They're opening up because they said fuck it and they want to open up. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we all got together, us as the people got together and said fuck it, we ain't wearing these masks, what can they do? You know what I mean? Like you see the police in LA said fuck it, we ain't gonna arrest these people just because they out late. We're not gonna, and they don't do it, and that's just what it is. So it's like we complaining about these masks, we complaining about this, but we're doing it. If we don't want to do it, just why don't we stop?
I mean,
what can they do if the majority of us just stop? Just stop.
I mean, there's always more strength in unity and numbers, but I think the issue is that like as a big ass herd of the United States, we stupid as fuck because we're not always on that page, and when we do get to that page, there may be 100 of us or 1,000 of us to think like that, and the ones that cream to the top, bam, they get taken out somehow, in my personal opinion. Or when they start to get a message, they turn the other 39 million people against him, like, oh, don't listen to them, drown them out. They do that divide and conquer strategy because, it works so well. Red versus blue, black versus white, old versus young, whatever, you know what I'm saying, to water out the message of unity. Because they can't do nothing if we all come together. There's nothing they can do. We would have the power, but
that's the key. It's been in the back of my head this whole time. Like, what is it? Like, if you want to turn the light off, just get up, go over there, and hit the switch. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, they do so many mind games. Fear is the biggest thing, that their biggest weapon. They use fear, the fear factor of everything, to make us scared to do anything, or scared to lose our job, scared to get, just anything, just fear.
Exactly. And then that's what I'm saying. We all got a different level of oh, I can't take this no more. A breaking point, I guess you should say. So like, let's say we all go unity, or we'll use a small example of unity at a fucking job, like a job strike. Like, oh, we strike, we want more money, can't take no more shit. Well, eventually some niggas gonna be like, yo, man, my wife's 8 months pregnant, man. I need whatever money they gonna give, and they gonna cross that line and start working, or they gonna hire other people to be like, fuck that. And those people that cross that line, they're not with the unity no more. So eventually it's gonna break. The corporation or the people in charge know eventually that shit's gonna break. All we gotta do is hold fast. And on the unity side, we start out good, but we don't hold fast. Somebody always sells out like, hey man, they over there, give me that money. Or they doing this, give me that money. That's the problem.
That's
that I see.
What's supposed to happen when you got a person like, man, like everybody's about to, like, we fuck this job, we da, and you got one person that be like, man, I got my wife this, my wife that. That's when we as the people are supposed to help that person out. Nah, we got you. We all come together, put something in the pot to help that man or woman. You know what I mean? We gonna come this in the pot so you don't have, because fuck this job. They trying to kill us. We are to keep this one man alive. We all gonna put in the pot so they can be able to keep this movement going, but still be able to take care of their business. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm with you. You speaking that, you preaching that unity and that love. I'm with that.
Fairy tale land, but if that were to happen, they'd be powerless, man. They use fear. They're using the fear factor to keep us at bay. You know what I mean?
I seen.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I seen that somewhere where it was like 30 families, or it was like some crazy number of families combined. You know what I'm talking about, Chris? Like, and they bought like hella acres in like Georgia or Arkansas or Alabama or somewhere.
Oh yeah. Atlanta, I think. Atlanta.
Yeah, but it was like hella families though, like 30, 60 families or something. They all dropped on it. Like that's what I was thinking about, kind of like when you were talking.
Yeah. And old school movie reminded me. It shocked me because I seen it before when I was younger. With Total Recall. I've seen it before when I was younger, but I watched it like a couple like a month back lately, and I guess I got a whole different mind state now. But it's like crazy how at the end of the movie, the whole movie, like, remember the little machine that had the handprint and it had the 2 fingers and all that.
Yeah.
It was like, don't touch that. It would kill us. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch that. Then at the end of the movie, he touches it, and it releases the oxygen. Everybody could breathe for free, and all this. The whole time, everybody was scared. They thought they had to pay for oxygen if they break the windows. You know what I'm saying? They were holding the oxygen. The oxygen was free for everybody, but they found a way to hold it for themselves and distribute it to us. But we had to pay for it. We had to pay for something that was free and give it to us already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's what I got out of that movie. Like, basically, that's what they're doing to us. They're doing that to us. You know what I'm saying? What we're watching on this movie is what's being done to us. They use the fear factor of us. Don't do that. Don't do this because this will happen. Because that. But then if we go out and do it, that might be the key to our freedom. You know what I'm saying? The key to free energy. You know what I'm saying? Just all this stuff right in front of our face, but we're scared to do it because we've been told, by our parents who's been bamboozled and their parents all the way down the line.
It's look at if you want a house. You can't just show up with the money for the house. You got to be approved by the bank. Therefore, you got to have your money in a bank. And then you got to go through that system. So it's like they force us to play their games where it's like, fuck that. We ain't playing their games. And it's like, but man, we need to get this land though. So it's like, fuck. So it's like they be trying to find little loopholes to get us back in.
Like this one said on the video says, we gotta follow all these rules from some fat ass sitting on his ass printing out money, unlimited amounts. He can print it out anytime he wants to, but then have the nerve to charge us interest on money that
paper
blow out his ass at any time he wants to.
Ultimately, it's paper, yeah.
But
oh, go ahead.
no, I think I think politicians is like that too. I don't see why you even need like like what CDP is saying is like they want you to believe you need some type of political experience to be able to run for office, but you and me can run, you know what I mean, and get voted in and win, but we don't do it because we're probably thinking like I can't just run for the, you know, I can't just run for mayor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That goes to like the overall point where they programming us from either our fathers programmed us like, hey, because they got programs, so they're like, hey, don't touch that, don't do that, because I did it and this happens, or they told me not to, or from schooling. Like I know we're getting off the topic, but I want to ask y'all this: what's we all parents, we all send our kids to school or do some kind of zooming now or whatever. What's the number one question burning y'all for school? Like what's the number one importance for y'all in education for your kids?
For well, like you just saying subject?
Like just what's the if you can only ask one question you want to know the answer to, what would be the what question? And I didn't think of this. Somebody else, like I seen the video, had me thinking, and I'll tell you his answer. That had me thinking completely different. But I'm just curious what y'all thinking. What's y'all number one question you would ask? Like, hey, uh, for example, how much money are you going to spend? How many kids are in the classroom? What are you teaching? Is there a number one question that's burning for you and our future kids, our future generation?
But I'm just talking about, you're talking like elementary school or just
Fucking all the way to from K to university, from K to college, or Head Start, since they giving money to Head Start to fucking college.
I'll probably be concerned about the criteria now that everything is like, you know.
Well, yeah, I was about to say it, like how much
people are ignoring it, but it's out. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys plan on changing your criteria? Because the shit that you're teaching is bullshit. College is bullshit. Like that. I would ask for the colleges. Colleges, they need to change their criteria.
Criteria. What about you, Tiger?
Because what they're teaching in college, motherfuckers is getting a college degree and they're getting out broke, working and in debt, working a job that has nothing to do with the degree that they went to.
Exactly. I'm gonna get to that point real quick. Hold on, but I want to see what Tiger had to say. Hold on.
Man, for me, it's just really, it's like they go to school, but I be thinking like the only thing that they need out of it is the math. Like, I don't think they need anything else outside of school. Like, history is a fucking lie. Science is whatever you make it out to be. You know what I mean? Like, and depending on what type of science they're talking about, but they're just teaching out of books that they're getting told. You know what I mean? It's like we don't even know who's making these books.
Right. I'm gonna put both your answers together. Old boy on the video, he was like, 1920 is around they started the school that we know of, like the school districts, the board. Everybody goes to Mrs. Lamb's class or whatever. They started that around 1920. The question old boy would ask, and I would ask, is why the fuck do we need school at all? What's the real reason we need school? Now, the real reason we need school in 1920 is because we needed more factory workers. We needed to teach kids how to obey rules, how to show up on time, how to hold another pistol, how to be a little bit more smarter, how to have more math, so they could be 40 hours a week in a fucking factory doing shit, taking shit from the man who's printing money out of his ass, not saying questions because you don't obey the teacher, so you don't obey the boss. That's why school started.
That's what's still going on now.
Exactly. So that's he enlightened me. Like, why the fuck do we need school? Because like you said, CDP, at my particular job, they got this program where they incentivize if you have college degrees. They'll give you more. They'll put you on a fast track if you have college degrees. Well, guess what? I don't got a college degree. I'm fucking 38 years old. Your ass is sitting right next to me after spending $100K, $80K on your college degree. That shit don't mean nothing. It's a piece of paper. Either you have the knowledge or you don't. A trade will get you real shit if you know how to build a house or fix plumbing or fucking carpentry, whatever is better in my mind than a fucking piece of paper.
That's what college should be. That's what college should be about. This is trades. Directly teaching you what you want to be. You know what I mean?
That's why my fault to cut you off, but that's why when they spend $40 billion on Head Start, You teaching 2, 3-year-old, 4-year-olds to be like, yo, just do what the fuck I tell you. The sun comes up over there.
Go
This is
take a
blue.
nap.
Yeah, take a nap. Like you're not giving no kids the chance to be like, why is blue blue? You know, why is it you telling them shit? You programming robots. Like it says, education. You educating the kids to shut the fuck up and do what the system says.
Teaching them teaching them how to follow a boss or a leader. You know what I mean?
Oh boy, at least that's the way I'm gonna think about it now because he enlightened my eyes. And the other thing he said about it was too, the other thing school does, it teaches you how to consume shit. In 1920, obviously we were broke as a nation. Most kids had 2 pairs of pants and 1 pair of shoes. Could you imagine sending your kids to school right now with 2 pairs of pants and 1 pair of shoes? Now you can't. Little Billy got Jordans every day of the week. He got the new Naruto shirt on, or NFL. You gotta buy to keep up. So you consuming those factory workers that you're eventually gonna create. You're consuming their paycheck on shit they don't need. So you win in both. Dude blew my mind with that. So I was just curious on your thoughts. Like, man,
that all comes from the TV commercials, the social media. They see it, they push it on TV. Kids want it. You know what I mean? Kids want it.
So when niggas is happy about going full circle, when niggas is happy about this $1,400, like, hell yeah, $1,400. I guarantee 95%, and I'm one of them, is gonna blow that money. Just blow the shit out that money. Like, yeah, on shit I don't need.
It's like I said, like my belief is we are a corporate. I mean, we're no longer a corporation, so their money is frozen. They have no money to give us. So that's why I just don't believe this stuff is going to pop off like that. You know what I mean? I don't think this is going to pop off. I think something's going to happen.
Where we don't get paid?
Yeah. They don't have no money to give us. Biden he's not the president. Like, you know, he's not the president. We're no longer a corporation anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, where is this money coming from? If we are going to get some money, it's not coming from, Biden or United States or whatever, the federal. It's not coming from the Federal Reserve.
Man, that'll fuck up the stock market.
You know what I mean?
Like, I gotta be ready to sell. If that happens, I'll be like, sell. Like it'll cause like hella panic. Like sell.
The stock is gonna crash pretty soon.
That's what they've been saying.
It's been corrected, but if it's gonna crash, it's gonna coincide with the housing bubble. When the housing bubble bursts, the market will crash.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
Until then, it will just keep doing like it did that 10% correction. It had people ready to jump off a cliff. So I could imagine when the real crash come. Now that I'm in the game, it's like, woof, like man.
It's supposed to be crash. So that's when the new money gonna kick. That's what it's gonna take for the new money to kick in. And, that's what supposedly that's what Biden is in there for, to crash the economy. Just kill so many birds with one stone. He's gonna show us what would happen if he was the president. That's one thing. Then to crash the economy, that's 2 things. And just to expose how crooked and evil the motherfuckers is. Like the stuff that he's doing. Just look at the stuff that he's doing. Just blatantly doing. Like he's giving money to illegals. He's funding illegals. Like giving them cash.
Didn't he say he was gonna legalize a bunch of Venezuelans, brothers?
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, what's up with the Mexican people we got out here? You ain't even trying to help out the people that's right here that's already been putting in work. You know what I mean? We have some cats from Venezuela. Like what?
Or just
we got cats out here in California. You know what I'm saying? You can give the plug to.
I don't know. This is just some crazy shit, man.
They might be the ones that, you know what I'm saying, might be behind the Disney movies getting pulled. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Disney, what you guys think about that? That's crazy. They pulled like Dumbo They pull like Peter Pan too or something.
I think some childhood movies first they programmed us with these movies, and then they're like, wait a minute, we fucked up. Like, come on, man. Like, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's okay to be racist, but if you're a racist, own that shit.
But what was
Own it.
racist about Dumbo though? Like some of these movies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we in this cancel culture bullshit. Like, where maybe I don't know what happened in Dumbo, but who gives a fuck?
Are they trying to say like Dumbo was black or something? Is that why? Are they trying to say like he was black with big ears? Is that what you know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
like,
I think the Peter Pan one is when the boys were bad. They turned into like donkeys, but like black donkeys or whatever. Like I said, or there was no color in that. But man, come on, man. Who cares? Let's get past that. Like, you going back trying to erase history. All you're gonna do is do the same mistakes pretty soon in the future.
But I think even as a grown man, if I see that, I probably wouldn't think like, motherfuckers why donkeys got to be black though. I'll probably just be like, oh, animation was garbage back in the day. Like, I probably would just think like that. Like, the technology was what it was. You know, like they had to have black donkeys. Like, I don't think they had the technology to make them like Eeyore and shit.
It's a reason for everything they're doing. You know, they do a little slick shit in front of us, but if you think on another level and put the pieces together, it's always the reason behind why they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably a month from now, one of us will find out why they did it. Like, for a whole nother reason. Like, oh, that's why they did it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we don't see it. We just see they got rid of them cartoons.
Like, did they get rid of the Muppets too?
I think so.
I seen the picture. I didn't see everything. I can't remember the whole list, but I seen it like the picture of the Muppets on there.
But I guess my overall point is like this. Like,
it might be not only like racist, like the we go off vibrations. You know, humans. They even say vibrations can heal the body and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Change our mood swing. So behind the scenes, it may be like certain megahertz of the sounds in that cartoon that does something to our mental, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
It could be something deeper reasons for why they took away them movies and them cartoons, because it may have some type of tones or sounds in them movies. It's like the rabbit hole is deep, man. It's
definitely deep.
We just think normal. Oh, why they took that away. It could be reasons why they took that away to save us from our health, from our thinking.
Now see, you had me till you said that. They don't give a fuck about our health or thinking. They want that in my opinion, they want that almighty dollar.
It could be the white hats that took them away. You know, we don't know.
That could be. You talking about white hat? You talking about deep in that rabbit hole?
Yeah, it could.
Don't drop it on the people yet. Don't drop that on the people yet. But my thing about it is though, like, look, if 10 people watch that movie Peter Pan and 1 or 2 get offended, why we gotta change everything, man? Get those 1 or 2 out of here. I'm sorry you got offended. Some of the shit you do nowadays, I offend, but you don't see 2 men stop kissing on the TV. They promote that shit. But if I called up, they'd be like, oh, I'm prejudiced or racist now. Like, come on, man. Come on now, man.
They'd be like, yo, bigot.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna always like what you do. Ain't nobody always gonna be all on your board. And if they do, you're doing the wrong thing probably.
But I'm just saying, on some things, it's like we were talking Pepe Le Pew. It's like you have to, like we discussed, is like you have to explain how things are okay for me, but they're not okay for my son. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it was okay when we sat around and watched Pepe Le Pew grab up on the girl, you know what I mean, and smell her. Now, you know, some odd years later, our kids are watching the same thing. It's like, nah, we got to change that. It's like, why?
But it's okay for our kids to watch 14-year-old girls dress up like women, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they that's what I don't get. Don't pick and choose what I watch or my kids watch. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? Just put it out there. Put it all out there if you're going to put it out there. And let me decide what I ingest with my eyes and you know what I'm saying, my kids do as well. That's my point about it.
They're like this. They got to start cleaning the house at once sometime. You know what I mean?
But
Sometimes
whose authority though? And and that's my point. What level of cleaning? Because your level of cleaning, my level of cleaning are different.
that's a big thing. We don't know. They're not telling us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see Oprah Winfrey in that interview and all that? Did you see that? Like,
What
like
the princes or whatever?
you can't tell me Oprah Winfrey didn't look like a character off the Clump. You know, or one of the members of the barber shop in Coming to America.
It did look like there was like some of that, you know how they hold that shit hella good. It looked like she had some of that right there. Because remember they had that part where it was like they was wondering about the skin color of the baby, and Oprah looks and she goes, "What?" And then you see like only the eyes, not even the eyes really moved, just the jaw. The rest of her face kind of just stayed where it was.
And then she had like a triple chin.
Yeah.
Like
Oprah
didn't look like that, man. Come on.
What do you guys think about that royal interview?
That was bullshit.
I never clicked on it. My first initial thought was like, "Oh, Oprah's back. She's been missing for a whole lot of time."
That's why, because the grumbling's been going on. Like, where's Oprah? What happened? So they're like, man, we gotta throw her out there one time just so people can just see her. They did a terrible job, man.
She is.
Look at that. This is horrible. Look at the eyes. The eyes all sunken in and all that shit. If that ain't a mask, man, if that ain't a rubber face.
Oh man.
The fake ass glasses. Oprah wouldn't
try to cover up, like distract you.
Yeah, Oprah wouldn't wear no glasses like that. You bought those at Walgreens.
That's what they say. You want to hide something, you start camouflaging it with glasses and hair and different stuff, so you don't focus. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you seen the videos I sent y'all with Fosse and the flap of his mask popping out while he talking.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I know people ain't that naive. Come on, man.
Oh man, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world we living in.
Yes, sir.
Biden, he got like white pale skin, and the neck is like dark brown, like my complexion and shit. And it like stops like right there, like all this is dark, and he just talking like.
They got a nigga in the White House.
Hey, come on, man. Then Miss Michelle Obama, that big ass back. Come on, man.
Hey, no, I read something. Speaking of her, didn't it say she made it to like the National Women's Hall of Fame or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, speaking of
then of all people, the slap in our face.
Yeah.
They had Michelle Obama doing an interview with Dwayne Wade's son, who's trying to be a woman.
Come on, man. How disrespectful is that? How disrespectful is that?
That was the biggest slap in our face.
You can't pick a real woman. You got to pick somebody that identifies as a woman on International Women's Day, not International Identifies Something Day.
Yeah, teaching, telling. She basically he. So everybody know that's a man. Come on, man. But on national TV, basically showing him how to act like a woman and what he's gonna go through. Because
everybody praising it, like, oh yeah.
Because why? Because that's what he went through when he went through his transition.
And China is countering what we're doing by spending billions on teaching boys how to become men and how them to feel like more masculine and secure in masculinity. So, you know what I mean? It's like, while we're over here canceling cultures and taking away they took away the girls and boys toys section or whatever. It's
they did that.
It's just toys now. Like, excuse me, I need to get past this Barbie to grab a Ninja Turtle. Like, thank you. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man, shit's getting out of control. But on one hand, it's like, damn, I liked that what China's doing. Like, they're spending money to teach the genders about their gender. Like, nah, don't worry about what they got going on over there where guys want to be girls and girls want to be guys and whatever. We're going to spend money to show you the different levels of a man you can be, different levels of a woman you can be. Then, if all else fails and that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. You know, over in America, you can't do that here. You guys got to go to America. If not, they got to go to those education classes out there.
Yeah, those ones that's fucked up because they put the Muslims in those concentration camps and shit out
But
there.
remember, they had that thing where the wealthiest people in China were disappearing. Remember, they were like, they ain't seen the Alibaba dude in a minute.
Oh man, they taking them out. Oh man, like I said, it's a cold world we live in. It's a cold world. The rat, like CDP said, the rabbit hole goes deep. That's why going back to this bill, man. This is hush money. How the fuck you gonna have niggas off for so long and be like, here's $1,400, shut the fuck up, take your hush money and get out of here. I'm gonna take it personally. I want everybody to take it, but hopefully one day we come together like CDP said, unity. There's strength in numbers. Man, yeah, just gotta think smarter.
Only way it's gonna change is if we make it change. We gotta make it change. That's the only way. We gotta make it change. Tired of wearing masks, stop wearing them. You know, confront it with whether you're gonna put it on or not. Stand tall. Like, I'm not wearing it. we give them power. They're only powerful because we make them powerful. You know, they're no different from me and you, man. But we give them power. You know, they need us to have the authority that they have. You know.
Yes, sir. Remember your power that you have, like CDP says. You have that power. You either a man or a woman, or I guess nowadays you identify as a man or a woman, whatever the fuck you want to do, but you have your power. Don't give it away so freely. Don't give it away for $1,400. Now I'm gonna take it, but I still got my power though.
Yeah.
And
you
know what? Hey, and there is strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold down the fam and the home front. You know, number one, but you know. Don't be scared of you. Well, you know, you got to do your due diligence, but hey, it's gonna take trust to win this war. You know, because you know something go wrong, right? I knew I could. You know, hey, because you know it's like we'll pass up like 3 small business, better making burger restaurants to go to an In-N-Out. I'm not saying we, because I don't really like In-N-Out like that. Like it's okay. Like you know what I mean? Like if you ain't got nothing and there's some In-N-Out, I'll be like, okay, I could eat it. But it's not nothing I'm like, oh man, I gotta give me some In-N-Out. I'm gonna go wait in a long line. Like, nah. But you know what I'm saying? There's a mom and pop spot right there, you know what I'm saying, making better burgers. But they just look at it and be like, I don't want a burger from that. You know what I mean? They can't give me a burger like over here because you ain't gave them a chance. That's what we gotta do. We gotta give each other chances, click up, you know what I'm saying? Build up our own army.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, there you have it, man. Hope y'all like the show. You know, take that 1,400, do something with it. Don't be like me and just blow it, because I'm going to blow it. I'm telling you again, I'm going to blow that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Be safe. Use that common sense we all have. Use that power. Common sense Marcus out.
What's shocking to me is I'm surprised they ain't try to push the shot.
Oh, yeah. That's next. That's next.
No, I don't know if I told you.
You breaking in and out.
Is Chris
What
still
are you
there?
saying, Tiger?
You know, saying they get folks to take the shot. You know what I mean? I'm surprised they didn't do that. I'm surprised that because right now they're pushing. You get the shot, you're free to go hang out in crowds. Your household gets the shot, y'all can throw a house party. You know, y'all can throw a barbecue if you get the shot. I'm surprised they're just gonna give us this money and not throw in the shot with that. You know what I'm saying? Something that they know everybody gonna want. You know, that's another reason why I think it's just something janky. I don't know. We might get the cash, but it's gonna be something with it. You know.
I think eventually they're gonna force it, but I think right now probably why they didn't force it is they don't have enough shots to go around. Niggas would be like, I can wait 6 months for my money. When this nigga got his money, give my money.
I was gonna say I seen that because you know I'll be up watching the CNBC now, and you hear about everything business. Like you know what I'm saying when you get up looking at the stock shit. So it's like I've seen that all those major shot companies are starting to develop pills to treat COVID. So that lets you know right there, if it was that deadly, you wouldn't need no pill. It would be shot only, so it can get right away into your bloodstream and start working and shit. So yeah, so like I said, hey, be on the lookout. Sometime soon, pills for COVID are gonna start popping up. And then it's I mean, we've said it to death, there's no reason to continue, but it's gonna be like the flu, something that you live with. But like I said, other than that, I'm the 209 Tiger. I leave CDP with the final thoughts. Everybody out here, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? A lot of violence going on. Stay in the house, and it's hailing outside. It's another reason. Stay your ass in the house. Be safe. 209 Tiger. Much love.
Yep. And if you got any comments, questions, suggestions, or thoughts, it's the number 3 reasons 2020 at gmail.com. 3 reasons 2020 at gmail.com. And like you said, it's hailing outside. The weather's about to change. You don't get bad as Texas. And I ain't gonna say be prepared or be ready, but a lot of things is going on out there in California. Like, they're talking about earthquakes and shit, man. And that's happening in other countries that is on the same ridge crest as California. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff going on, man. And folks got to be prepared, man. You should be prepared. Like my folks, and they live in Hawaii right now. It rained and they get heavy ass rain out there. It rained for 2 days straight or something out there right now. It's bad out there, and they already on the island. So it's just stuff is about to change. So just be prepared out there. Stay prayed up, stay blessed. But yeah, just family first, man. It's gonna be ugly, man. But the power is with us, man. We giving them power until we come together. That's when we're gonna see this change. We're gonna have to learn how to fly on our own, like and spread our wings. Trump started it. We got to finish it. And that's why he's sitting back. Like, y'all want it. I made the table. I told y'all what it is. Here's your utensils. Put them to work,
That made me want to get a farm somewhere. Like, fuck living out here in Cali. I got to go get on a farm and get ready. Like, why I ain't got no corn growing?
Trump gave us the fork, the spoon, the knife, you know what I'm saying? Now we got to eat the meal, you feel me? We got to put it together. I gave you the utensils, put them to work, man, and that's what we got to do, When you get in what you put out, you feel me? You get out what you put in, you know what I'm saying? Either or. So, yeah. This shit crazy. Shit crazy. Anything else, Marcus?
Nah, man. Like you said, just be safe. Power in numbers, power inside yourself. Besides that, catch you next time.
Don't spend the money before you get it.
Don't do that.
Yeah.